friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. Today I'm going to do a video that has been requested for a while and I've been saying I was going to do it, but I haven't done it yet. Now I'm going to do it. I'm going to chat about the eyeshadows that I love to use as blush, or my favorite eyeshadows to also use as blush. Not really sure what I'm going to title it just yet. Basically, these are just the shadows that, when using this palette in particular, I like to dip into that shade for my blush. I don't usually out of my way go grab a palette just to use a shadow for a blush, because that's not very convenient. The whole point for me is just that, oh, this shade would work as a blush, I'm just going to use it because I'm already using this palette kind of thing, if that makes sense. These shadows have worked out great as blush for me in the past, and I wouldn't be opposed to using them again if I'm using this palette. And we're just gonna chat about them. You guys seemed really interested in this idea, so we're just gonna go for it. These are gonna be in no particular order. There are certain shades that popped into my head right away and I will mention those, but the other ones are just ones that I remembered that I liked using as blush when I was going through my palettes. So yeah, let's chat about some blush. The only one that's technically not in a palette, it's a single, is from Sugar Pill. I believe it's called Suburbia. It's a really beautiful peachy pink color. And it just, Sugar Pill shadows don't swatch good, by the way. But it's really cute. It's a nice peachy pink. It looks so cute on the cheeks and I adore it. It's fun to use. Really quick, when you're using eyeshadow as blush, sometimes the pans are small, so you have to be a little careful when you dip your brush in so you don't get like a random blue on your brush. Sometimes you have to use a much lighter hand than you would with a regular blush because eyeshadows tend to be a lot more pigmented, and sometimes they do require a little bit more blending because of how pigmented they are. But if you kind of get the hang of it, they're a lot of fun to use. This is one of the ones that popped into my head immediately. This is Peach Snow Cone from the Give Me Glow Summer Vibes palette. This is another really cute, really peachy blush. I feel like on my hand it looks way peach and orange, but on the cheeks with a light hand it blends so nicely. It looks just so peachy, you know? It looks adorable on the cheeks. I love that one. This was one of the first shadows that popped into my head when I was thinking of this video. Let's talk about a couple Jeffree Star ones from the Mini Breaker palette. I believe the shade is also in the Big Jaw Breaker palette, but Bubblegum is adorable. It's very bright, very pink, but it looks really cute when you use a lighter hand. The shade I remembered not being too terribly difficult to blend out, but it also built up nicely if it was a little too sheer. I don't know, I had fun with this shade. It's very cotton candy pink. It's very out there. So if you're not into that kind of a pink on your cheeks, you would not like that, but if you are, that one's really cute. Also, I don't recommend going out of your way to buy any of these palettes specifically for one blush shade. I just wanted this video to kind of inspire you to maybe try to utilize some shadows if you're bored with your blush collection. You never know what you might find. And also from Jeffree Star in this bulky packaging in the Blood Sugar palette. I cannot speak, I apologize. Tongue Pop. That one is adorable. You guys are going to notice a trend in what I like. I really like peach blush very much. And this one is just so adorable. It blends so beautifully. I love that shade on my cheeks. I'm like jealous I don't have these shades on my cheeks right now. In the BH Cosmetics Royal Affair palette, which I believe is no longer available, the shade Lady is really cute. It's like really pink, but it's not obnoxious pink. It's right there. Like, it's not like this one where it's crazy cotton candy. It's still bright, but it's a little bit more easy to wear as a blush, if you know what I mean. I enjoyed this shade. It goes so well with the colors in this palette, whether it be on your eyes or on your cheeks, but it's so cute. Cute is going to be the most used word in this video, as it is in all of my videos. Blush and cute and cheeks just go hand in hand. In the Anastasia Norvina palette, Love makes an adorable blush if you're able to get your brush in this little pan. It's so, I don't know, it's more of a dusty pink. It's really cute. It has a nice sheen to it. It looks really nice on the cheeks. I don't know how to explain it, but it's a little bit more, I don't want to say rosy. It's more dusty, but in a good way. It's not like ashy pink. It's just like a really cute, more antique-y looking pink on the cheeks. I think it's adorable, but this one's very tricky to use. You have to kind of pinch your brush and just kind of like go in little at a time and like kind of dab it around. That one's a lot more challenging, but if you can make it work, that one's a really cute shade. This is the first one that popped into my brain when I thought of this video. Creme from the Juvia's Place Deuce palette. one of my #1 favorite shadows to use as blush. It's so good. The shadow itself is so soft and it's so easy for me to blend it out on my cheeks. It looks absolutely adorable. It looks like that. It's quite bright. It's very pink. It's not obnoxious in my opinion, and it's not like this like more fuchsia-y pink, but it is bright. It's quite pink, but it looks fantastic. It looks very kind of youthful. It blends nicely. I really like that shade on my cheeks. It's one of my favorites. That's why it popped into my head immediately. From the Blush Tribe Paulina palette, I have the shade Angel. This is one I have to use a very light hand with because this one can get very, very extremely pink really fast, and this one's a little bit more on the cool tone side. So if I use too much, it can look a little off on my skin tone. But it's very, very cute if used in moderation. I really, really liked it. This is another one that looks a little more youthful. It's a bit brighter, a little more out there, but again, when used with a lighter hand, it's not too out there. I have tried using Paulina in the past, but that one's just a little bit too bright and pigmented for me to make it work on my skin tone. But if you have deeper skin, that Paulina shade would probably be stunning. From the Give Me Glow Vintage Rose, I have 2 in here. I have Blush Pink, and I also have Rust Rose. Both of these I have to use quite a light hand with because they can be very fast. Blush Pink is quite cool tone, so I have to have the right look to go with that one. I have to have a look that very much suits a very cool tone pink blush, but when it works, it works. And then this Rust Rose one I would wear every single day if it wasn't a bit challenging to use. You just have to use the tiniest amount, go in very, very lightly. That one can get very overkill very fast. Again, if you have a deeper skin tone, you could probably rock that a lot easier, but with my fair skin, I love it so much, but you have to use the littlest amount and just be prepared to blend because it's a lot, but it's absolutely stunning. I love the way that one looks. This one is a shocking one, but this one's really, really cute. From the Menagerie, I'll show you the front, Killer Purr palette, the shade Chase, which doesn't look like it would be any sort of a blush, actually looks adorable as a blush. I don't know what it is, but it just comes across as the cutest light peachy tone. It's right there. And it only works on me because I'm so fair. I think anyone deeper it would look a little bit odd, but it's a really pretty light, more sheer peach. And I like a pigmented blush, don't get me wrong, but something about that was really, it was quite lovely. I really liked it, and I was able to build it up really nicely to get a good amount of pigmentation. That one really surprised me. It was a tone I didn't expect to work, and I don't even know what compelled me to try it, because looking at it right now, I probably wouldn't have ever tried that as a blush, but it worked out nicely, which was pretty cool. Also from Menagerie, the Courtship palette, this is another one that popped into my head immediately. The shade Tutu. This is another one that's quite pigmented. You have to go in with a light hand, or it will get overkill quite fast. But it's a really pretty, more corally pink blush. It's so pretty. I love that in the summer. I love corals so much, but especially in the summer, and that one is so pretty. But again, very light hand with that shade. That one can get quite overkill quite fast. This one I literally just discovered because I just got the palette, but the new Nomad Cosmetics, is this the Malibu? This is the Encinitas palette. The shade Carve is quite lovely. It's very light. It's not a crazy pigmented pink, but I don't know, it works really nice. It's a very more soft baby pink blush. Again, I feel like this one only really works because I'm so fair. If I had a deeper skin tone, that would look probably a little bit wonky, but on me, that one was quite cute and I liked using it. In the Nomad Cosmetics Tokyo Harajuku palette, I have 2 in here to share with you. I'm not gonna try to pronounce the names because I'm gonna butcher them, so we're just gonna point. This pink one right here, and also this more pink one right here, or more cool tone pink, I should say. Oop, we're running out of room. These ones are really cute. They have a really nice glow to them. That formula specifically is more on the satin line, but they're really nice. If you use a lighter hand, they blend out to just be like this really soft, more glowy, more satiny pink on the cheeks, and it's adorable, and it goes great with these pastels in the palette. It's such a, like a cute look, you know what I mean? My word. I just love them. I want to use them right now. Just a few more palettes to talk about. We are breezing through this a lot faster. I'm trying not to ramble on each shade because I can only describe a pink so much, you know what I mean? The Shroud Cosmetics Creepy Cute. This is another one that popped into my head immediately. But Strawberry Milk is one of my #1 favorite blush shades in the world, and it's not even a blush. I need them to come out with a full-size big pan of this so people can buy it as a blush. It's so pretty. It's the most, I don't know, if my cheeks could naturally be like a bright pink color like this, I feel like they'd be this one. It's just, it flows so nice on my skin tone in particular. It blends out like a freaking dream. I feel like I don't have to worry about using too much or too little. It just works with such ease. It goes great with any eye look. It goes great with any highlight shade. It's such a good neutral, but still pink color. You know what I mean? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. All right, I have two more to share with you. In the Ace Beauté Slice of Paradise palette, this one actually came to my mind pretty quick as well. The shade Flamingo is absolutely adorable. It's a little bit more leaning on that coral side, and it's so freaking cute. This is another one that's a little bit awkward to get into because the pans aren't tiny, but it's really easy to accidentally dip into one of those blues. I've done it, it's not fun. But it's such a pretty, pretty blush shade. This one I would also love to be in like a full pan blush size, you know what I mean? I'm loving the way my hand looks. It's just like a blush lover's dream right here. I love the way that color looks. That's another, especially in the summertime look, one of my favorite kinds of colors to use. Love this palette too, my favorite rainbow palette ever. And finally, in the Ace Beauté Blossom Passion, this one kind of surprised me, but Carnation is adorable. I thought Dahlia when I first ever reached into this palette, but that one's just a bit too, I don't know, that one just doesn't flatter me the same way. But Carnation's really cute. It's a very poppin' blush. It's like a very neon coral. Very light hand with that one, but it's so cute and can make such a statement. Such a good summery tone. It can go really great with like I'd picture that one heavy but light-handed all over the face, lots of freckles, maybe a glossy looking lid, bold liner, and then like a neon in the inner corners. That's summer, that's adorable. I love that idea. I love the way this hand looks. How cool. So yeah, I know this was very quick. I really thought I was gonna ramble on these a lot more, but I guess it was more just kind of to the point. These are the shadows that I've used as blush and have liked them. I have used other shadows as blush, but didn't like them as much. These are the ones that popped into my head first, and when I was kind of looking through my collection, I was like, oh yeah, that one was good. That one was good too. So this is what we have left. What kind of blush tone is your favorite? I like a very good neutral, peach, or coral. That's my sweet spot. I do have a couple cool tones in here, but they're not what I reach for on the regular. But I would love to know what your favorite tone of blush is. And I would also love to know if you use eyeshadow as blush. Is that something you've ever ventured into? Do you have a specific shadow that you like using as blush the most? I would love to chat about it. I am such a blush lover, and I will do anything to create more blush shades in my collection by doing this. It kind of creates a lot more versatility for you. I also like to use eyeshadows as highlight sometimes, but that's not as exciting. It's kind of just like take a light shade that will work on my skin tone and smack it on my face. Blush is a little bit more tedious because yeah, there's pinks in lots of palettes, but which pinks will actually work? And then there's that one like that chase shade that shouldn't be a blush at all, but it worked great on me, so that was fun. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you made it to the end, which you probably did because this was rapid fire, leave me some pink emojis. I don't care what they are, just leave me some pinks. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's BeautBean. Follow me there. I post every single day. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm posting most days here as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.